Hi everyone, welcome to this new vlog. So as you know, New Year is in a few days. So this month has been quite a journey trying to understand how color translates from the natural world into pigments, into oil painting. That has been quite a challenge. But for now, I hope you enjoy my progress and here we go. Let's get rolling. Sometimes they touch each other. So I started very loosely with a dry technique, dry brush, just trying to figure out position of most of the elements, trying to keep the colors pure and not muddy, and trying to keep the relationships as balanced as I saw them in nature. And my goal was to just do a quick color study. This took me about an hour and I really froze my hands. So I need to buy some gloves next time. I wasn't very happy with the result of this color study, so I thought, why not? Let's just do a few more. So I decided to do 2 more sketches, not with color, but as you can see, with very basic colors, raw umber, burnt umber, white and black. I'm trying to do 3 or 4 color studies every week and also give me an opportunity to get to know more of this region. And I've also realized that most of the cinematographic work that I do ends up being photography for reference, but I'm trying to stay away from photography for painting and just try to study from the real life situation. No matter how much the light changes, I think I learn faster if I do that. Hey! I made it home safely. I got out of the rain. It was really heavy rain and I am exhausted. I'm burned out. I did a little sneak peek last month of this larger painting. This is the largest I've ever done. And it's been quite a challenge to figure things out. That is the reason why I started going out so much to do plein air painting, which is basically exterior painting, painting outside. I started with some ideas that have been lingering in my head for a really long time, and I combined them as best as I could, from digital sketching to charcoal sketching. And then I did some photo references with my own body and the friend's body. And I started to, gain more insight about the anatomy. And soon I realized I wanted to do a self-portrait on the right side of the canvas and then just let imagination roll around this idea of doing a self-portrait, but a completely imaginative, figurative, and landscape work. So this is the main sketch, just a general idea of what I want to do. It will help me launch the first guidelines in the larger canvas. I also did stain the canvas with a little burnt sienna. And also my clothes. So not sure you can see me over there, but this is the ideal setting or close to it because it's a 45-degree angle light, a little high up above my head, and there's no other light, so I'm getting that nice light shadow contrast, which is great for the technique I want to do. And I'm gonna try to slightly move my face in a way that I get that famous Vermeer triangle shaped light format in the other cheek. So until I get to real life models, I'm gonna use my very own skin. And this is my setup. So here we go again. Hopefully the mirror will not fall. I don't know. I'm so nervous and excited at the same time. It really helps that I made the studio renovation though. Very excited about this painting and also nervous because I do not want to mess this one up. High expectations for it, and at the same time we know we need to keep loose and let things happen. If you want to work by imagination, this is a first for me, so bear with me and let's do the best we can. And for that we need to get out there and learn from nature, the great teacher. This is the church of São Bento, and it is a beautiful, very quiet area. The energy of the place is incredible. I was very lucky, fortunate to live for a whole year near this church. I'm not living in this region anymore, I'm higher north. I hope to share some more of my history, my country's history and patrimony through these videos. Beautiful church, huh? I was needing a little moment like this. Feeling very happy and inspired to have found this little area that was completely isolated and very tough road to get here. but just beautiful light in the landscape and beautiful scenery for painting. So again, I start with a very dry paint sketch, trying to figure out the elements, and I just try to stay focused on one specific type of light, as it was changing constantly, and I opted for an overcast light with some elements on the water of a sunset, but I could not include the sunset light because it only happened in the very last minutes I was there. Another color study in the pocket. So I had about an hour, so that was not a lot. The sun goes down really fast in winter. But I think it's a nice color study. I learned a lot from it, and that's the most important thing always, is how much you learn, just put on the brush mileage under your belt. So I'm absolutely freezing. I can't even talk because my face is frozen, but I'm gonna head home. Brush mileage is the good word. The more paintings you do like this, the more you allow the real world to be a part of your imagination. Did I pick the wrong angle? Because behind me there's this beautiful perspective with the river and the sunset. I have to come back and do this one, don't you think? I'm so lucky to share this place with you. Hey, so I'm looking at the painting I just did, and I'm pretty happy with the colors, but I do need to focus more on unifying the light and shadow masses, and that's something that I really think it was a lesson this time for me. Rather than all of the things that I see, just focus on unifying those shadow and the light. It stops raining, starts raining, stop, starts. It's like this non-stop, but the light is so beautiful right now. Winter light is one of the most beautiful things in the world. And Merry Christmas, everyone, if you're watching this. So I spent the whole month just doing studies one after the other. I didn't share every single one, of course, because, some are just a draft study. But I did feel improvement each time I did a new one. And that is fuel for you to keep going. These are quite ripe. We're lucky. One of the things that happens when you work from imagination is that sometimes previous ideas and elements just fall to the ground and you have to rebuild the whole thing. So I realized I wasn't very happy with the self-portrait image that I achieved, and I just restarted a whole new face the other day. But I'm regretting it now that I've changed it. I wish I have kept the self-portrait and not changed to another imaginative face that I just came up out of the blue. Sometimes I think I rush too much. I'm trying to keep the warm and the cold darks away from the warm and the cold lights, and I'm trying to keep the sfumato brushes away from the detail brushes. Sometimes they touch each other and the lights keep going out while the camera's rolling, right? But this is how I lose equipment, and it's been happening all day. It's so frustrating, if you know what I mean. So and we're back. So here's a little preview of the stage I'm at right now. I'm taking my time and letting things slowly digest from all of these references that I work on every week. I will let all these elements build slowly on the background and the landscape, but it's my option to take more time with this one and let imagination be the ruler instead of photographic references. And that is really challenging, but I'm really loving the process. Hey, so I'm gonna wrap this video up and gosh, I really hope you have a great new year. And remember to include more creativity, more nature, more rest, more love and adventure into the things that you really truly love. Don't forget about those, and don't forget the power of nature, the power of color and imagination to uplift your spirit wherever you are in your life. Just go in nature and find that connection, and you'll know what to do. You'll know your path. And that's the beauty of working from imagination, is because you start to unite all those tangents that you envisioned all your life and you didn't know how to pull those together, and suddenly you're doing a massive painting and all those things you always imagined are there, and they're part of your imagination library, if you want to call it that way. You know, instead of a hard drive, have these little elements in your mind and let them build the work for you. Am I making any sense? Maybe not. I'm very excited about the new year and all the creative paths and friendships and love that is already being infused into this new stage for all of us together as artists and as humanity. So don't forget nature and don't forget the love. And I hope you have a great new year, and I'll see you very soon. Bye everyone. Thank you for joining me today.